talk about your team. I guess just a mixed bag over the weekend. Non-conference, but regional games and some interesting scores. And just for the weekend, how do you feel?
I was a little bit disappointed. Obviously, I never like a split at home. We always talk about winning championships, and you got to win games at home in order to do that. So we're not happy with the split. Obviously, Angelo's a really tough team. We've played them a lot the last couple of years. I think we played them 12 times last year, 12 times the year before. We'll play them at least 8 times this year, plus the conference tournament, and hopefully the regional tournament as well. So we know them. They know us really well. It's always a tough games. I thought. I was really proud of our guys in Game 4, the way they came out. Obviously, we gave up 4 runs in the first inning. Darren didn't throw great that first inning, but then settled in and did a great job. We could have really, folded up, and, that game could have got really ugly for us, but our guys competed back. Luis Amaro had a really big home run in the first inning to cut that lead in half for them. And then, obviously, we had the big third inning where we brought 21 batters to the plate and did an outstanding job there. So, all in all, was proud of the way we rebounded after the weekend, but like I said, we're never happy with the split.
You ever heard anybody bat around a couple times like that? When's the last time that happened for you?
Not that I can remember, but sometimes some of those games get a little bit fuzzy and everything, but that was definitely impressive. I think we sent like 10 or 11 batters up there with 2 outs and stuff, so I don't know exactly the numbers on there. So and that's something we talk about all the time is having big 2-out at-bats and stuff and finding a way to get on base.
Just Angelo State coming in was hitting the ball extremely well, and base running wise, they do a very good job base running. So, from a defensive standpoint, is it tough to kind of not necessarily game plan against them?
We knew exactly what they're going to do. They're a great team. They're very offensive. They battle better than any team that we play, especially when they get to 2 strikes. They wear down your pitchers. Jacob Boston, I think he saw a ton of pitches this past weekend. And, we were able to get him to 2 strikes, but then really struggled to get them out. And that's something that usually we're really good at. We strike out a lot of guys most of the time and everything. And they do a good job of putting the ball in play, fouling off pitches. And that's exactly what we preach to our guys as well. And I thought we did a good job offensively as well this weekend. But like I said, Angelo did a good job. Obviously, they steal a lot of bases. They're really fast. They put a lot of pressure on you offensively. We knew that going in. We tried to neutralize that as well as possible. I thought Ryan Larison did a great job in Game 2. He was quick to the plate, mixed up his looks, picked off a lot, did some things there. And that's stuff that we talked about all week that we had to do. Some of our other guys got to get a lot better at that.
I'll talk about your matchup coming up with the Eastern.
Yeah, finally starting conference. It's a grind. It's going to be a 4-game series against a really good team. They're a talented team. I think they took 3 of 4 this past weekend. They're playing good ball. They pitch it pretty well. They hit it really well. They got a couple guys in their lineup that are pretty scary. We've been pretty good at home, so we've got to protect our home field, get off to a good start in conference this weekend.
What's without looking at the standings, what's your opinion of how the conference is right now? I know some conference teams have already played conference games and you haven't yet.
Well, it all starts this weekend.
Oh, it all starts this weekend?
It all does start this weekend with conference. So, the conference is going to be tough. I mean, there's 7 teams in our conference, and really all 7 teams are playing well. The Angelos, the us, Kingsville's 19-4, I believe. Tarleton's a very scary team. So it's going to come down to the last weekend of the year. That's why I tell our guys every game is huge. You cannot take a game off, let alone a weekend off in this conference, because it'll kill you, especially with only 24 games in conference. I mean, we've got to come ready to play every one of them.